What's up, everybody? Brandon with Strict Vision Athletics here with another product review. So today, you guys, I'm going to be reviewing the Stick Mobility, one of the most incredible stretching aids that I have ever found. So before I go into this, I want to get a little bit of a background out of the way. I was a gymnast for 8 years, and I have really both taught and taken hot Bikram yoga for the last decade of my training. So stretching to me has been a very, very important part of my training methodology and of course of my health personally. So when I found Stick Mobility, I was immediately intrigued, primarily in the beginning because of the mobility drills, but then later because of the stretches that Stick Mobility itself allows you to do. This is a truly incredible piece of technology. Now, let me first start this product review by saying this is a training aid. If you're looking to spend money on something in your gym specifically, these are good, but this is not the very first thing that I would never, these would not make their way into my list of $500 for a gym, so to speak. If you have a limited budget, this is a luxury. These guys are great at what they do. But that being said, they're a training aid, and really I'll just preface the review with that, and these scores are reflective of that. So, as you guys know, we score all of our product reviews on 4 categories: pricing, usage, footprint, and customer service. Let's start with pricing. So these guys come in 2 different bundle packages. Well, they come as a single or as a bundle package, rather. The single package is going to run you guys, let me see, I wrote this down. Yes, $80 for a single. That's for one long mobility stick. This provides you the most availability of movements and the pretty much just the widest array of different patterns of movement that you can do. That's for $80, and then the bundle package is $170. So $170 for all 3. That's these 3 right here. Now, if you guys are going to make this investment and you are going to get this, I highly recommend getting all 3. This company does an amazing job at creating a library of all the different movement patterns that you can do with their product. More on that later in the usage score. But if you do want to do this, I highly recommend getting all 3. A lot of these movements are bilateral, so they use both arms at the same time. You're going to need 2 sticks in order to do that. And if you're going to spend on 2 sticks and end up paying, the individual price of $160, you might as well get the bundle package for $170. So right off the bat, that's what I would recommend. The score for this, and again, this pricing is reflective of the fact that this is a training aid, not necessarily a piece of equipment or a training tool. This is something that can be used to enhance your stretching, enhance your mobility work. It's very good at doing that. The pricing for this, I'm going to give a 7.5. It is an investment of your money. And if I had that money to spend and I was on a budget, this would not be the very first piece of equipment that I would get in my list. That being said, if you guys are a coach, if you're a gym owner, this is something you should definitely have. Furthermore, if you are someone who is leading a class, this is an amazing tool to have if you're doing it in the park or in a setting where you've got a group fitness thing going. Get yourself a few of these bundles and you got yourself a great piece of equipment to warm up with. That's essentially what I have found this to be most efficient at. This is a warm-up aid. All my clients use it. It's the very first thing we do when we get in here after warming up on the air bike. We start doing some mobility work with the stick. So I love these. They're amazing. 7.5 for the price. Let's go to usage. Usage is excellent. These bad boys, like I said, the company has done very well at creating a library of different movement patterns they recommend that you do, explanations on how to progress from beginner, intermediate, and advanced versions of each stretch. Very important to go on and learn each one of those because everybody's going to be at a different mobility phase, especially if you're a coach. You're going to have clients that can't do what you can do. You've got to learn how to use these as aids to progress. That is another thing that I want to say on the usage of these is that these guys are very good at providing aid to body weight exercises. If, for example, I have a client who cannot do a squat, a body weight squat where she's going to come all the way down, let's say a piston squat where I want her to actually sit down on a seat, then rise. She can't do that for whatever reason. These guys provide a way for her to basically self-assist. Anchor this near the seat, have both hands on the stick. Now she can sit down, and if she can't get back up, she can pull herself up using stick mobility. So not just a stretching aid, it's also, like I said, it's a mobility aid to your training. So very good on that. I'm going to give the usage a score of 8.0. It's a very fair and very good price for the usage. Again, I like this. I think it's got a wide array of different movement patterns. Footprint. Footprint is great. These guys, myself, I hung them on the wall. I found little wall anchors that had don't run away, little wall anchors that actually, what really attracted me to them in the beginning is because they're orange and black, and these guys are orange and black. It's such a unique color composition. So I was like, yeah, I'll use those. I just hung them on the wall, and they hang right out of the way. If you hang them on the wall, you've really only got a space of about 4 inches in width, and like 6 feet in width, or in length. Anyway, footprint is great. I'm gonna give it an 8.1. These are easy to take to the park, easy to take to the gym. Yeah, so not bad at all. Not bad at all for footprint, 8.1. Customer service. This is gonna be the best score these guys are gonna get because of several reasons. If you guys follow the page, you know that for customer service, I don't just judge based on how is the interaction during the actual purchase. I judge companies based on how they provide education, what they do with coaches that use their products. Are they involved in teaching and training? Are they providing safety features on their actual equipment? What do they give in addition to the actual physical product? This is where a company like Stick Mobility does very well because, as I mentioned, they have a library of different sources you can go to get the movement patterns. Their social media is filled with examples on how to use these. They do a very good job of interacting through social media with the coaching, with the coaches, and with the clients. 8.5 is what I'm going to give these guys for customer service. Again, very well done, Stick Mobility. Thank you so much for providing all this. You guys have a very unique piece of equipment, and I can tell you understand that in order to really market this to the gym community, you've got to be the ones going out of your way to explain why the gym community should be using this. Because anytime you have a niche product like this, people are always hesitant to give you their business, give you their money. You're providing the education necessary to make this applicable to any gym or workout setting. Well done, Stick Mobility, 8.5. Average score comes out to a grand total of 8.1. Excuse me, 8.0, not bad. 8.0 for the Stick Mobility, very good, very fair score, and a very, very good product. Guys, thank you again for making these. Thank you so much for the outreach and for answering all my questions as I went through this. If you guys disagree, if anybody has any questions about the Stick Mobility, please feel free to send me a DM. Thank you so much for following. Have a good day.